What's up, y'all? Welcome to the live stream. Welcome to the live stream. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. Good evening, most of all. Actually, I wanted to talk about my bad, y'all. I was just moving around, but actually, I wanted to talk about people being weird as fuck in 2025. So make sure y'all get the likes up. This might ruffle some feathers, because I know a lot of people, they actually are the weirdos that I'm probably about to be talking about. And I'm sorry if I'm gonna break a lot of hearts and, hurt a lot of feelings, but I just gotta admit, people weird as fuck. They weird. And and honestly, I'm at a point where, I might have to keep talking about it. Because honestly, y'all, like, as time goes on and as the weeks and the months and the years go by, like, this world is gonna get worse and people are gonna get weirder. Have y'all ever seen that movie, the series of V, you know, when it was like the reptilians came and invaded and they was eating people and shit, and they look like normal human beings. Normal human beings, but underneath their skin, they were reptilians. And honestly, like on some real shit, I feel like we're living amongst the reptilians. See, they're not transitioning yet as of now. Can you get Nick up out of the live stream, hubby? Um, See, y'all gotta understand something. Like, they ain't everybody acting. You may look at them normal, but put a like. Give me a like if you have been experiencing straight weirdos and creeps lately. Like, real talk. And you know what? Even if you don't agree with me, I know it's somebody out there, some people out there that's been experiencing same shit that we experiencing. Straight weirdos. Real talk. And like I said, they're not about to show how weird they gonna get yet. See, we seeing the weirdness and the evilness come up out of them right now, but wait until the years go on and how, like, strangely people become. They're about to make it okay for people to eat people. And you a damn sicko. You're not human if you can do something like that. I'm not gonna lie to you. People are about to be okay with eating other people. Watch what I tell you. That's how weird it's gonna get. Cannibalism is gonna be a thing. And if you don't know, the only reason why they gonna make it okay is because people are gonna justify the fact that it was already in the meats that we're eating now. Because they're putting like fucking 2%. They claim is 2% human meat in this meat that you're eating at the grocery stores. So they trying to like sneak that shit in there. But as the years go on and the more evil and corrupt the government becomes, people are gonna be so brainwashed, unfortunately. So brainwashed to the point where they're gonna justify it being okay to eat one another. For real. And then Of course, we gonna be experiencing famine at an all-time high. A lot of people are gonna be poor and nobody's gonna have anything to eat. So people gonna be trying to survive off of one another, eating each other. Telling you. You ain't seen nothing yet. Remember last year when the Haitians was coming into our neighborhoods, slicing pigs' necks and drinking their blood in our parks in front of us in broad daylight, doing weird shit. Um, you ain't seen nothing yet. Y'all sitting here, y'all talking about them Haitians, but watch and see how many Americans are about to be weird just like that. People gonna be so desperate that they're gonna start not only eating one another, but blatantly chopping the heads off of animals and eating them. Just like that. Like people are weird. This is why we're seeing the regular weird part of them, which is just them being weird, you know? And and it's just crazy, like really thinking about this like this, it's really crazy because we live amongst, if you ask me, it feel like we live amongst the reptilians. Real talk. And see, I remember at one point, I didn't see it as good versus evil back then. I looked at this world, I looked at everybody the same pretty much. I'm just like, well, you probably just got them racist people out there, and then, you got the groups of people that's just ghetto and keep up a lot of drama. That's how I looked at it, you know. I didn't look at it like a world where we have to really separate amongst one another because you got weirdos and creeps. You got brainwashed ass people that believe that, you can be anything that you want to be when you grow up. And then you got motherfucking people that will listen to everything that the government say. You got people that just gossip. It's so many different groups of people. It's so many different groups of people. I never really looked at and imagined the world to be that way, back then. But honestly, when the pandemic happened and it shifted the world, and it just like it created a bunch of different groups of people, seriously, to the point where it's like I still be in amaze and shock still to this day, because I'm like, man, people is different nowadays. People are weird. They're weird. And it's just they weirdness is so creepy. Honestly, like the sad part about it is at one point in time, it was like the people that were jabbed up, those were the real weirdos, Those were I will comply to my government, as people. And then you got the people that's not jabbed up, that don't believe in getting that shit. Unfortunately, they still be weird too, because they're still some way, somehow stuck in a matrix. So yeah, you got people out here that may believe differently. If I'm saying that right, make sure I'm saying that right. Hold on. You got people, like for instance, you got the people that wants to get jabbed up, that don't believe in getting jabbed up. It's like at the end of the day, some way, somehow, they're still weird as fuck. I'm just I'm just call it how I see it. And it's crazy because like over the past year, I just started realizing that. Before that, I thought that the people, that didn't get jabbed up actually was the good people, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I'm the people that think just like that think like me. I'm the people that's smart. The whole time I was wrong. Those people are still fucked up in the head too, some way, somehow. They weird as hell. You said most awkward feeling is how someone watches you and don't say a word. You feel me? Watching and won't say nothing. But it's cool though, because I'm still finna be talking, you know? Matter of fact, I'ma just post a video.